Welcome back to my training room. This is Survival Saturday, and I am Johnny Tiger. This is week number 10 of the coronavirus. Staying at home, social distancing, saving the world by staying away from people. The date is May 16, 2020, and we are going to talk about some self-defense. I remember one of the funniest question and answer I have heard during my martial art training was one day after a karate lesson, we were all sitting on the floor, and the sensei said, "Do you guys have any questions for me?" And one of the students put up his hand and he said, "Sensei, I have a question. What is the best way to deal with this situation if someone come up behind me and swing a baseball bat at my head?" The sensei, without missing a beat, said, "Well, let me ask you this. Do you know in advance that they were coming and they were going to swing a baseball bat at your head?" The student said, "No. I'm talking about like I'm walking home and someone just sneak up behind me and swing a baseball bat at my head. What should I do to deal with that?" The karate sensei said, "Well, the best way to deal with that is to have a good insurance policy, and hopefully you get a good doctor when you are in the hospital, because there's no move in the world that's going to let you get out of that. If you don't see it coming, if you don't know that it's coming, and the person just swing a baseball bat at your head from behind, you are going down." Now that kind of is a kind of sad for me, isn't it? Because being totally blind, even if the person was to come up in front of me, there's no way that I'm going to be able to see that coming in time to stop it, no matter what kind of self-defense I do. Luckily, and I think most of you would agree, luckily, most of us do not give someone sufficient reason to just want to walk up to us and swing a baseball bat at our head. I mean, unless you make the kind of habit of stealing someone's wife, or making someone go bankrupt, or burning down someone's houses, the chance of you having to worry about someone just walking up to you and beat you on the head with a baseball bat is really quite low. Be that as it may, I'm going to talk to you about in the cases where you see this coming. Let's say you get into a road rage situation, or you get into an argument at the nightclub or restaurant. You walk out to the parking lot, and Big Bubba is leaning on his car with a baseball bat there, waiting for you. How are you going to deal with that? Well, first thing you want to do is try to run away. Always, always, always try to run away if you can. Now, in the cases where you have no way of extracting yourself, you want to try to talk your way out of it. Again, always talk first, de-escalate the situation, buy him a beer, buy him dinner. It's not worth risking your life. But let's say everything failed, and you are going to be in a fight with someone wielding a baseball bat. What are you going to do? What can you do? I'm going to show you 3 simple principles that will, once you remember them, practice them, always keep them in your mind, this will allow you to be able to deal with people using a baseball bat, people using a stick, people using a lead pipe, people using a long-handled axe, people using any kind of long and blunt trauma of origin weapon. Principle number 1. You want to be close to the person. Now that seems counterintuitive, right? A lot of people think, well, the guy got a weapon. You just said we should run away. Now you're saying we should be close to the person? Well, if you are like me, being blind, I can't run away. My only way to deal with it is to go close. If you have to fight him, you want to be close. And I'm going to show you why. The physics of any kind of long weapon is that the force is maximized at the tip. Ow! That hurts. Right? I just hit my own arm with this padded stick. I keep my arm near the tip. Ow! 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 That hurts a lot. Even though I'm not even swinging that hard. Now, if I keep my arm near the center of the stick, still kind of hurts, but nowhere as much as near the tip. Now watch. If I get my arm close to the base of the stick, where the hand is holding it, swing as hard as I can, doesn't hurt my arm. Because once you get close to the pivot point of the stick, aka the hand, you get close to the hand, get close to the person, the force is pretty much 0. So get close to the person. Don't stay near the tip of the stick. If you can't run away, charge them. Get close. Keep your hand up. Protect your face. Go in. Go to the base of that stick. Don't stay in the front. Okay? You want to get right in their face. You want to get right in there. One exception to this is if the person is using an expandable metal baton. Because those batons have weighted handle and steel butt cap. So if you go in close, those things become lethal close-range weapons. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind. If it's one of those batons, then going close will put you in even more danger than if you were to try to circle around them or do something else. But we won't cover that today because I want to talk about general long weapon defense, like baseball bat or pipe or stick, something that you're more likely to encounter, golf club, hockey stick, etc., etc. So principle number 1, get close. I want to be here at the base near the hand, preferably even closer, get right to the arm of the person. So if the person is swinging wide like this, I don't want to be at the tip. I don't want to be at the middle of the stick. I want to be at his forearm. My body want to be at his wrist, at his forearm, preferably. Or at the least, very least, I want to be at the base of the stick, right in front of his hand. Because then he can't hurt me with that stick. Number 2, control the stick, control the arm, because once you lock that arm in place, you will be able to control the situation. The weapon is long, it's harder for them to get a backswing and do something else, unless they are really seasoned, trained warriors. Even if you trap their arm and they try to switch to the other hand, if you're right in front of them, they switch to the other hand, it's not going to do them a lot of good. They still can't hit you that hard. Okay? So get in, get control. The third principle that will keep you safe is something that I've talked about again and again, dealing with weapon, dealing with any kind of attack. Shut down the central system. So when I go in, I don't want to be there wrestling with the guy over who gets a stick, because I don't know. He may suddenly pull out a knife with his other hand. So once I get control of the situation, boom, 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 pow, 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 right into the face, neck, throat, anything I can do to make him forget about that stick. Okay? If he still hold on to the stick, that's okay. He can hold on to that stick as much as he wants, as long as I get to put him out of commission by shocking his central nervous system, his brain, his operating system, eyes, nose, throat. So close the distance, control, and shut them down. 3 things to remember when you encounter a long, blunt weapon. I will throw you a bonus principle. This one is also good to keep in mind. For those of you who have vision, for those of you who can see, always watch out for the low-line attack. I've experienced this firsthand and here second-hand account. This is something that's been done a lot in street encounters. That's usually when people get hurt really bad or killed in a street encounter. Is they expect the person with the stick to swing for their head. They expect the person to swing for their body. But they forget that the person probably would be more effective if they kneecap you and see how fast that come out. My stick is out here, my stick is down there. My stick is out here, my stick is down there. Right? Your arms will not get down there fast enough to stop that. So watch out for those low swings to the knee, to the leg. Because once that connects and you go down, you are at a very bad place. The person can just keep pummeling you with the sticks. Then you can't close the distance because your legs are not working. You can't wrestle for the sticks because your legs are not working. You can't get out to attack the face and head because your legs are not working. Right? Let's say if you manage to rush, crawl forward and grab their leg and try to take them down. Let's say someone's down here trying to grab my leg. I got the stick. I just keep hitting until they pass out. So being down there on the ground when a person's got a bludgeoning weapon or when the person got any kind of weapon, bad idea. So watch out for those low-lying kneecapping attacks. What do I do when I'm blind? Well, unfortunately, I can't see that. So, for me, and for any blind martial artist out there, if you have any kind of an inkling that a person may have a stick or this type of weapon, you want to be proactive. You don't want to wait for them to swing. You want to rush in. You want to chance them swinging blindly. You want to panic them into swinging. So hopefully you'll catch it here. Hopefully you'll catch it on your forearm, on the side of your shoulder. Protect yourself, rush in, do your thing. Don't wait for them to move, because if you wait, you won't be able to see how they're going to swing, where the swing is going to come from, and you will just be uh, like a human whack-a-mole. So, live demonstration. Bruce here holding a stick. Do I want to be back here at the tip of the stick? No, because as you can see, I can't reach him. He can hit me on the head. He can hit me across the face. Okay? So, if he's got the stick, I don't. I want to put my arm out to defend myself, so the stick will get my hand or arm. That's going to hurt, but it's not going to put me out of commission. I want to go in, close the distance, control the arm. He dropped the stick. In real life, he probably wouldn't, but there's only so much we can simulate on a dummy. So I go in, I control the arm, elbow to the throat, elbow to the face, hammer to the face, extract myself. If he dropped the stick, I pick it up. Okay? Now I got the stick. So, some people are going to say, if you're engaging with the person, you get the stick. That doesn't do you any good, right? Because we are this close. Obviously, if the stick this long, I won't be able to get a good swing in there. So now I'm at a disadvantage because I can't utilize the stick even if I got it. That's not exactly true. This is where training with the stick come in handy. Any kind of weapon, self-defense weapon, self-defense tool, train with them. Learn all the angles and how to use them. So I can't swing this stick because it's long and he's engaged with me. That's fine. I let it slide back along my arm. Now I got a short stick because I'm holding it in the center and I can hit him really, really, really hard from this 0.0 distance. Okay? I can get it around his neck, grab it with my other hand, get him a chokehold using the stick. Okay, this is why if you're close a distance with someone who's an experienced stick fighter, this might not work for you. But really, we shouldn't be going around picking fight with experienced warriors anyway. It's self-defense. It's not going out there to make a reputation for yourself. Always remember, the best self-defense is never have to fight in the first place. Thank you for checking out today's Survival Saturday. Stay safe out there. Stay strong. And I will see you guys again tomorrow for Soul Search Sunday. Have a good night.